Greetings, my beloved St. Paul's. Blessings on this Friday. In the 14th chapter of the Gospel of John, Jesus says to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me." I must say that contrary to that request from Jesus, my heart has been troubled over the last many days. Yesterday, what was running through my mind consistently were the names Matthew Shepard and Amadou Diallo. Other names are also floating in my head as I thought about the ways in which we as human beings have time and again behaved with cruelty towards each other. And the main reason for that treatment has been because of difference. It pains me in my heart to have to recognize that we as humans are probably not as evolved as we would like to think ourselves to be. Some of us, not all of us, I must say, carry in our hearts biases that are so deep that they lead us not only to have a particular way of thought, but a way of behavior that is destructive to ourselves, to our communities, and to the lives of others. My heart is troubled. My heart is troubled because the call of Jesus to his disciples to not let their hearts be troubled was because he was going to leave them to go back to his Father. And he says to them, "I go to prepare a place for you." And because of that, your heart should not be troubled. But Jesus knew that his disciples were going to continue in this world, a world full of sin, a world full of division, a world where some have no hope. My heart is indeed troubled because even in the year 2020, a year when, if you call the ophthalmologist, they would say that we should have a clear vision of who we are and where we're going, the darkness of the world, and I would dare say of the hearts of human beings, continue to cause devastating damage to our communities. George Floyd was only one of thousands of examples of the ways in which we have been careless with human life. Just a few minutes ago, here at St. Paul's Church, along with the head of St. Paul's School, we led a short chapel for our school community. And we knelt in silent prayer for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. For me personally, it was a painful, physically painful 8 minutes and 46 seconds. I did not have that knee on my neck. I was only kneeling, and it was painful. Imagine the many thousands of people in this country, in our very cities, that live lives where they feel that their community's needs are consistently pressing on their necks and not allowing them to breathe and be. My heart is troubled. So St. Paul's, with that heaviness in my heart, with that troubling feeling in my heart, I pray that we, each of us in our individual lives and all of us as a collective community of faith, will do the work that needs to be done in our community to bring about change. As I've said on previous days, if you know a member of the City Council of Oakland or the mayor, speak to them. Ask them to bring change, to ensure that nobody has to live with the threat or thought that their lives is not as valuable as the other. We need to do the work, the hard work of continuing to build a community of solidarity where people feel whole, where people feel respected, where people live and not simply exist. Do not let your hearts be troubled. There is a place for you in your Father's mansion in heaven. Can we be troubled enough in our day and age to make sure that all of God's people know that there's a place for them in the here and in the now? Blessings to you, St. Paul's, on this Friday. May you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you're able to join us for worship on Sunday.